All right. So, hi guys. Yeah, y'all haven't heard from me in a very long time, especially the folks on TikTok. Forgive me, I'm sweaty because I just finished working out. And I decided to do this video now before I lost my mind. As you guys know, I always used to tell y'all I am not an influencer. I'm not one of these TikTok stars and these TikTok celebrities. But the videos that I used to do, especially during last year, I always would tell y'all, all right, yeah, no, Vim. So trying to get the best angle without y'all seeing too much. Anyway, I always tell y'all, that I think that I talk to you and God put things on my heart. And I'm considering beginning to do videos again. Um, just because I think, some voices are missing and you when you lose your edge, you just lose it. And I felt that I lost mine a bit. I'm slowly getting it back. And to tell you all the truth, yeah, don't ignore my plots that are sticking out and all kind of thing. As I said, I just finished working out, so I'm in the mood. So I decided to do a video um before I lost my nerve. Like I said, when I was doing the videos last year, people were asking me, "Oh, Malika, are you going to continue doing your videos?" And then a lot of you know that I shared some of my divorce journey with some of those women, and it helped so many women. But yeah, we're not going back to that. So, like I said, I know a voice is voice, not a voice. Voices are missing, and we need to keep hearing from people and from our people, and we need to keep talking to each other because I like to remind people that our country is in so much trouble. Again, y'all, please forgive the sweat and the hair. Like I said, I had to do this video before I lost my nerve. And to tell you the truth, one of the reasons I decided to do it, I was looking at a couple of my old videos, not only from last year, but from, YouTube and so on, from when I was doing working television. And I think I miss me. So let's see how this will go, how much time I will get to talk to you. But one of the things and as was working out, I thought about what is it's not necessary. It's not. I don't want to call it a hot topic because to call it a hot topic would make it like juicy, and it's not juicy. It's one of those things that reminds me and reminds us and should remind all of us that our country is in so much trouble. And I think that the title of this video is going to be a little hair raising, sorry, and probably a little cryptic. I'm going to name it Babies and Caskets because that's what's happening in our nation and why. Why are we as adults, not all of us are parents, but why are we as adults not doing anything to secure the future? Not doing anything to secure our children? Yeah, see, sweating and not sweating off, everything's going on here. But that's what I'm saying. Why are we not doing everything in our power? Because this is how I see it, and some of you may be a little annoyed, especially parents. I think we need to do more. We need to do a little more. The last time I did a video talking about children, I talked about one child specifically, and that also popped up. It's not a year as yet. It's close to a year, but I noticed that also popped up back on my TikTok feed. Like, I think somebody commented on it, and that is when I spoke about the day they discovered Adriana Young's body. Some of you call her Adriana. The day they discovered Adriana Young's body. And you know what took me back to that? Those two children who drowned during last week. And it hurt me because I watched Facebook yesterday and I couldn't watch more than a minute of it. I saw two caskets with two babies lying in it. And that's why I'm saying I'm going to name this video Babies and Caskets because what are we doing as a society? What are we doing as a people? What are we doing as a nation? We keep failing our children. And yes, society is responsible. Everybody likes to talk, oh, we need to get back to the days when it took a village to raise a child. But how many of us really want the village to raise our children? How many of us really want the village to raise our child? And then I think it was yesterday or Friday. Yeah, Friday a young man and his baby died because the cancer knocked them off. I'm not saying that the cancer drive it was initial. Yes, I'm not saying that it was intentional. Yes, it was an accident, but the bottom line is, are we doing enough to protect our children? Why are we just leaving them to the wolves? What we doing? Luck and chance? We playing luck and chance with the future because I don't understand it. Then it's a 15-year-old. Is it? You guys can comment and correct me because there's so many things happening. You can't keep abreast. You had the 15-year-old. How many times was she stabbed by a man who's what, twice her age? I know there's so many societal issues that cause these young women to be with these men that they have no business being with. For God's sake, some of us grown folks make wrong decisions when it comes to men. What do you expect these babies to be doing? How many times did he stab her? This is a child. These are children. I have always been of the belief that a child or children must be children until they become adults. But what are we doing to ensure that? Hmm? You tell me, what is it that we're doing to ensure that we keep allowing them to be robbed? Their future is being robbed. Our future is being robbed because I like it or whether you like it or not, we ain't gonna be young and flouncing all the time. It's them same ones we ain't protected now. The same ones that we fail to protect is they got protect we when we get older. In whatever way, shape, or form. Whether it be in the medical system, whether it be in your families, your homes, the churches, the what you call it, the homes, the palms. So what are we doing? Why we just that's what I'm saying. Was it we playing? We leaving these young people to luck and chance? Hmm? I am tired. The first thing in general, I hate that. I don't like to deal with that. I don't like to speak about it. I don't like to address it. It as grown as I am, I don't like to wrap my head around it. But it's worse when every time you open social media, child. And I ain't talking about only the ones who died by whatever or who were killed. Every now and again we see one and two missing. Why are they going missing? Hmm? Yeah, we find them eventually, but why are they going missing? Who's supposed to be taking care of them? I know it's hard. I know life is hard. Parents, especially mothers, some mothers are security guard. They gotta get out and they gotta work and gotta leave them. But then something else needs to happen. What is happening? What are we doing as a people? Of course, y'all know me. I am political. So the next question I'm going to ask, what is the Ministry of Human Services doing? We waiting? We wait until every time something run to go and run at the homes and smile and flash. Oh, my condolence. That don't help. It's a good gesture. Mind you, I'm not heartless. It's a good gesture. It is because it's not only the government side does it. We all just do it. But when the child or the children done dead and gone, what does that do? Good photo ops. It shows we caring. We are caring society, but we caring after the fact. We left in the children to luck and chance, and then we caring after the fact. That's what I'm saying. I'm not only talking about the ones who died. What about that? How old was she? How old is she? 14 or 15? But this is a bigger issue because you got two welfare officers or whatever their title is dragging she through the streets. This is how we taking care of the future. This is how we taking care of who got to take care of we when we get old. I like to say it is amazing to be around young people and to listen to them and how they interact. I am amazed because the generational gap is crazy. And I look at them and I'm like, imagine I watching a bunch of people, a group of people who were born in a world that I already existed in. But at the same time, they were also born in a world that the things that I would have been exposed to, they don't know. They don't know life without these devices, your phones. Their view of the world, as much as I'm not a mother, is amazing to be around because their view of the world is so different. And people say, oh, it is that they're fearless, and it's a good thing that most of them are fearless. Yes, but you're fearless, but are you cautious? Are we teaching them caution? That's what I'm saying. What are we teaching them? We leaving them to luck and chance? And it irks me and this is the thing with Guyana. When one thing happened, it's coming like a cycle. Look, the other day, the accident. I have had so many questions, and I don't know how much of this story I've missed, but I've had so many questions. Unfortunately, the father is dead. The daughter is dead. 14 or 15 years old. She gone down the drain because he's speeding coming through. I don't know what the circumstances were. Was he drunk? Did he fell asleep at the wheel? Where was he going with his two teenagers in the vehicle at the hour of the morning? I'm not sure what happened with the young man, but we know she died on the spot. What we doing? This is how we taking care of our young people? This is how we taking care of our children? Our children are dying, and what are we doing? What are we doing? They're even fighting and beating up each other. They don't even have respect for each other. You know why they don't have respect for each other? Because the adults doing it. This is how we protecting them. This is the example that we set in. And I like to remind people what happens. The fish rots from the head. If the head is rotten, waiting what happen with the rest of society? A few years ago, maybe it may have been 2 years ago, the head of this country found it okay. He was comfortable with dragging his bodyguard in the public. I remember the incident, I think, was up at the building expo. That's what we teaching them. We teaching them is okay. We done in protecting them. They're being dragged. They're being killed. They're being injured on our roads. And at the same time, we're teaching them it's okay for you to beat upon each other. So they're fighting like crazy in school. Whether it's in school or out of school, they're fighting. Because, again, the fish rots from the head. Because that is what the leader did. It was okay for him to drag his bodyguard in public. When he dragged his bodyguard in public, under the guise of doing his job, he's embarrassing people in public. I remember one time he told a journalist in front of the whole media crew, you don't get to ask questions because you ain't even taking care. You ain't even interested in the upliftment of your own future. You think those things go unnoticed? Then he went to whichever community and embarrassed the GPL worker. Yeah, you want to embarrass the GPL worker because GPL punishing all the way, but what are you doing other than embarrassing the GPL worker? I am saying the fish rots from the head. And if we are not doing what we're supposed to do, those of you at the top, whether you're leaders in government, whether you're leaders in politics, or whether you're leaders in homes, this is what's happening. I know I gone on to something else, even though I started off with children, but it's all connected. Look at it, think about it, sit and think about it. It is all linked. But I'm not going to continue this video much longer because, as I said, I think I need to start doing these videos again. And it might bring some awareness because there's so many influencers out there. I like to remind you, I'm not an influencer. I have no interest in being am I saying it? Am I saying the correct thing? An influencer. I'm not a TikTok star. If you go back, you would look at my videos, the videos that I was doing last year and the year before. Those are videos that were designed for a specific purpose and to help people. And I tell you guys, whenever I do videos, I think it's because God put something on my heart to talk about. I'm going to try to do these videos a little more often because there's so much happening in our country, in our society. This country needs saving. And I'm going to always repeat the words of the leader of my political party, Madam Ambanzo Walton. I always say nobody coming to save us. But what's hurting, as she's saying nobody coming to save us, which is true, but we ain't even trying to save ourselves. What we doing? What we doing as a people? Especially to keep them young people from dying or from killing each other. And I'm going to leave it there because it's Sunday night and I'm sweating and my mother calling for me. She don't know I'm here doing a video. Hi, Mommy, I'm on a video. I'm on a video. Yeah. So I'm going to leave it there for now and give y'all something to think about. And I'm calling on parents, guardians, even the teachers. I know the teachers, y'all do a lot. But let me go the extra mile for protect these children. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous the rate at which they're dying in our country. It is our duty. They didn't ask to come. They didn't ask to come. We went. You fast. Man, I'm fast. I went and go bring them. They didn't ask to come. So let us see what we can do to protect them. We got more. So parents and guardians, all of you who got children on you, your immediate responsibility, starting now, starting tomorrow, go the extra mile for protect them. Just go the extra mile. Things gonna happen. Life is life. Things will happen that you have no control. You can't be around them 24/7. But when you go the extra mile, if anything, God forbid, if anything should happen, your conscience gonna be clear. I did all that I can do. You have done all that you could do to protect this child. But right now, to me, from where I sit, it looked like we living we life and they're living the life. That's how it looked. And again, let these children be children until they become adults. Let these children enjoy the childhood. Don't involve these children in grown-up things that ain't got nothing to do with them. Let them go outside and play. Whether they're playing games on their phones or they're playing games in the yard, they're skipping, they're playing Chinese, they're playing hopscotch. I don't know if children still play those things. Let these children be children. Let these children enjoy the life. The girls, them, Come there, putting slide and ribbon and them thing. I know some old fashioned. Yeah, forgive me, born in the 80s. Forgive me. The girls dress them like girls. Shoes and stockings, ribbons, slides, bubbles. Let people tell you, old fashioned parent, let these children enjoy their childhood and let us do more to protect them. And I'll stop there by telling you, I don't know if I'm going to do another video before the week. Depends on what God puts on my heart. But for now, y'all have a good Sunday night. Have a productive week. And of course, I'll try to share this as much as I can, maybe on TikTok and Facebook. But mostly these videos are really done for TikTok. So I continue to sweat because of the exercise sweat. And I said I had to do, for those of you who know, tune in, I had to do it before I lost the nerve. So I'm going to say bye for now. Love you guys as always. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.